Welcome everyone and welcome to day 14 of our 21-day meditation journey together. And first of all, congratulations. You've completed 2 full weeks of this journey together. So this is really something to acknowledge. And just a reminder, it's wonderful, of course, if you can attend every session, but it's also completely okay if you miss a few. We keep reviewing along the way, so no worries there. And all sessions are recorded, so you can always catch up. Now, before we go any further, let me briefly introduce myself. So for those I'm meeting for the first time tonight, my name is Malik. I'll be your host this evening, joining you from Paris, France. And in my day-to-day, I work in finance as a product manager. And after that, I come home to my sweet wife and 3 very small children. So again, very grateful to her, because if I'm here tonight, it's all thanks to her. And for me, meditation, again, didn't just transform my life. It really opened the door to an entirely new dimension. And while meditation itself was the foundation, I quickly realized that the real engine behind all the magic we can bring into our lives comes from the heart chakra, from that capacity to love. And with meditation, I think you realize that love isn't just a feeling. It's not an emotion, it's an energy. It's like a real, tangible, palpable energy. And just like electricity, you can't see it, but it can light up a bulb, or ether, which carries, radio waves to empty space. And once meditation awakens this energy, it begins to move through everything in your life. It permeates everything. And then you start to experience all this magic. You think something and it takes place. You think of someone, you meet them. Everything works out incredibly, magically. It's like, again, when they say the whole universe conspires, for you, with you. And so tonight, I think it's really a great opportunity to give ourselves, that chance to clearly experience this and to understand how to tap into this limitless reservoir of energy and welcome the greatest magic in our lives. So before we begin, just a quick reminder, please make sure you have your foot soak materials ready. If you're new tonight and would like a review of what we've covered so far, you can watch the recordings on our website. So no worries there. There's a quick slide here for you guys to just see again what to take. But now you get the drill. It's day 14, so I'm sure you all are ready with your foot soak. You can also request a mentor if you'd like one-on-one support. So you'll find the form in the Zoom chat. So I welcome you to take a moment to fill it out. And if you've already requested a mentor, thank you for your patience. While we find the right match for you, we've begun matching everyone, and sometimes it can take a few days to find the right mentor for you. So just quickly about this, a mentor is simply someone who we can say walks alongside you for a short time. You can find them, or think of them as a friend, a support, a gentle coach, whatever feels really helpful to you. It's not a formal relationship. There's no pressure. Again, it's just a beautiful human connection and an opportunity to just give ourselves a chance to dive deep into meditation. And it's much easier to do it with someone. You can nag them, ask questions, meditate with them. And it's much easier and more effective than just, doing it alone. Now, at the end of today's session, we'll also open the breakout rooms with language support in many of the languages spoken across our country. So we'll get back to this at the end of the session. But in these breakout rooms, you're welcome to ask questions about your experience, about Sahaja Yoga, or, simply sit and meditate with Sahaja Yoga teachers. So it's a great place to share and to have a more personalized experience, we could say. So I also have an important announcement to share. After these 21 days, we'll take a short 2-week break, and then we'll begin, a follow-up program of sessions held twice per week. So it's going to be on Mondays and on Wednesdays, starting March 16th to May 25th. And again, it's important to request a one-on-one mentor during the break so you can continue deepening your experience at home. You can, again, test meditation, speak to this energy, see how it happens, and then go deeper with this follow-up session. So the journey continues. And yesterday we explored the Nabi chakra. For those that were here, that's the center of peace and contentment in our daily lives. And tonight we move into something very special. We focus on the heart chakra. We could say this is the center of unconditional love. Whether you want it or not, you feel this unconditional love for everyone. You can feel that sense of inner security, that security that comes from within, and also a very special intelligence which comes from the heart. So this is where we reconnect with that capacity to love and to experience a deep sense of connection with ourselves, because that's where the spirit lies, our true nature. And this is one of the best experiences we can have in meditation, is to finally reconnect with who we truly are inside, beyond, all the kind of identifications we may have, our country, our political views. If we are, we have a job, we often identify with that. This is going back to the essence of who we truly are and feel that, again, limitless love that actually characterizes us. So here's what we have planned for tonight. We'll have 2 guided meditations with our presenters. We'll have a video of Shri Mataji speaking specifically about the theme of tonight. And we'll have live music and meditation, beautiful live music. And then at the end, we'll have presenters sharing with a Q&A. And you can also, of course, join the breakout rooms at that point. And as always, I want to remind that Sahaja is completely free. So now, before we begin, I'd love to introduce our dream team for this evening. We have a wonderful international team joining us from all around Europe. And as I introduce you guys, if you can please tell us a little about yourselves and what you do also in addition to teaching Sahaja meditation. Hi, Nika, how are you?
Hi, Malik. Fine. You?
Very
You look
well, thank
great
you for joining us.
and happy. Yeah, so I'm calling in from Slovenia and I've been practicing many years. And in my spare time, I like to spend time in nature, hiking, gardening, this kind of things really connect me to my inner self too.
Beautiful, thank you, Nika. We also have Fadwa joining us from the UK. Hi, Fadwa, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. So hello, you might have seen me before. So I'm from Canterbury, the United Kingdom. I'm originally from the Middle East, and I'm actually an architect, but at the moment I also have 3 children like Malik and Emma. And so I dedicate most of my time to them, and also I'm renovating my house, and I also like kind of doing theatrical workshops, and also gardening. So that's how I spend my time.
Thank you, Fadwa. Thank you so much. And from Sweden, we also have Emma joining us tonight. Hi, Emma, how are you?
Hello, hi, I'm Emma. So I'm originally from the UK, but I live in Sweden. Yes, I also have 3 children, and I play the cello, musician, and in my free time I love to walk in the forest and make things with the children.
So everybody's like very creative tonight and very much connected to nature. You guys live the best life. So I guess we can get started, and I'd love to maybe invite Nika now to guide us into tonight's theme, the heart chakra.
Thank you. So, yeah, we'll start. I'd like to ask for the chart, for the slide where everyone can see, I'm sure everyone knows already where the heart chakra is at the heart level. You've been joining, I'm sure, for a while now, and you know that we've been mentioning love a lot. Love is the essential quality of our Kundalini, who takes care of us, who guides us, who clears our chakras. And when she manages to break through the 7 chakra, she even connects us to this all-pervading love. And in us, in a human being, this power of love is expressed and nourished through the heart chakra. So this is the 4th chakra, and on your hands. So when you meditate and when you have some sensations on your hands, you will feel this chakra on pinky. So on the little finger, which means like if you have some blockages there, you will feel this as a pain. But ideally, this is in nice, feeling pleasant kind of sensation that we'll have on our hands. Now, you also probably know by now that we always, when we talk about chakras, we talk about the three aspects of the chakra. So we say the left chakra, so it's the left heart, the right heart, and the central heart. Now on the left, you see there is a little flame, like 3 flames drawn, because this is a special place in us. It's where this pure eternal love resides, and it's also the reflection of the divine in us. And this is the heart. And here in meditation we say, I am the spirit. This is the purest, the eternal in us, not the spirit as someone not alive or something like that, but it's actually this purest part in us. And this is also the heart of existence, because this is the heart where our physical heart is. So the spirit is the one that gives us the heartbeat. We can't exist without that, mostly, unless we go into some special medical procedures, but the heart is the one that gives us, takes care of our existence. And it's also connected to our mother, because she is also the one who brings us into life. So this heart can be, if there are some blockages, our relationship with our mother or daughter, if we are mothers, can be difficult, but this can be cleared when this heart is strengthened. When the left heart is strengthened, also these relationships become strong. Now on the right hand side, when we have this heart on the right channel, this we could say the channel of action. So this is the heart of action, the love of action, the love that we express to others. But this left heart is also connected to the father relationships. So to father, to be, if you are a father, to be a good, balanced father, and also to have a good relationship with your father. And this again is just like with the left heart, can be strengthened. Now, here the most important thing is to achieve a balance in how responsible we feel in expressing the need to help others with love, out of love. To find the right balance, not to be irresponsible to others or over responsible, to always feel responsible for everyone and then end up in complete frustration. Then it's the heart, the central heart. And here it's this special place of courage in us, of compassion, of this unconditional love. This is when this heart chakra, the central heart chakra, is strengthened, we become fearless. We feel this complete sense of security. Now, this is a short explanation of these beautiful qualities of our heart chakra, and I suggest now we just start with our meditation. I hope everyone's foot soaks are ready. We'll be doing for this first meditation the foot soak, and so you can sit simply, comfortably, open your hands in your lap. You can close your eyes, allow your attention to come inside, to come on you, on your Kundalini. And let's take a deep breath in and breathe out, and simply relax the muscles on your head, the face, the neck. Again, just breathe in and breathe out, and let the tensions leave you. And now, with attention on your left hand, let's raise our Kundalini. Bring the hands above your head and make one knot. The second time we'll do 2 knots. And then Let's do the 3 knots. Now we'll put a bandana on around ourselves. Start at the left hip and bring it above your head to the right hip and back. This is the first bandana, the first protection. Then again, the second chakra. For the third in your tummy. Then the heart. Then the fifth chakra. And the sixth. And then the seventh. We can bring our hands together to bow to our Mother Kundalini and ask her for deep meditation. Now, with the right hand, just do circles and ask Mother Kundalini above the foot soak water, and ask Mother Kundalini, please give vibrations to this foot soak water to awaken the ability of the water to absorb the problems, all the blockages from our chakras, so Kundalini can rise better. And to begin with, let's just put both hands towards the ground, towards Mother Earth, and ask her, Mother Earth, please absorb all my problems, all the heaviness in me, or the restlessness. Just put me into balance. Now we'll bring both our hands back on our lap, and again just take the right hand and just bring your hand in front of you up to the top of the head 3 times. Slowly, with attention, move from chakra to chakra. And the 3rd time, press a little bit, so to keep your attention on the top of the head, on the 7th chakra. Now bring your right hand to the heart and take a deep breath in. Breathe in deeply. Fill the lungs with air. Air is the element of the heart chakra. And hold the breath a little bit. And then breathe out. Let it be comfortable for you. Do it in your own tempo and just breathe in again. And now we can ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart. Please remove all the heaviness from my heart. Remove all the shackles that are keeping my heart closed. Let me feel the power, the openness of my heart. Mother, please remove all fear and all anxiety from my heart. Please establish this pure love and compassion in my heart. Now go with your hand, with the right hand, to the left heart. Here is where this pure eternal love is in us, where the reflection of the divinity itself is in us. And here we can, to master this part, this love, we can acknowledge that we're not just this body. We don't identify with the body, the mind, the ego, the superego, all these thoughts. But we can say, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. This eternal, pure awareness and joy. I am the pure spirit. We'll bring down the right hand and put the left hand on the right heart. And here we can ask our Kundalini to give us the balance, to make us balanced in our responsibility. Mother, please make this right heart of mine balanced. Let me be able to express this pure, unconditional love and share it with everyone without ever thinking what we'll get in return, or if it's worth it, or anything like that. Let me have this ability to express this pure love and share it with everyone. So let's now, with as little distraction to the attention, rinse our feet. Just rinse them. And put the foot soak bowl to the side. And try to stay in this meditative state with open heart. Bring again the hand to the top of the head, to attention to the top of the head. Just bring it up here. And now we'll put it again back to the heart. And today we'll introduce a chant in Sanskrit to you. So we'll say, you can sing this chant with me. It's Sachitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. And it's in Sanskrit, it's an ancient chant. In this really works for our Kundalini. It really enhances the opening of chakras and the meditative state. And this Sachitananda actually means truth, awareness, and joy. And this is really all together what love is. So let's chant this twice. Sachitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. Again, bring your right hand up to the top of the head. Press hard the seventh chakra and just massage clockwise, slowly. And here we can simply express thankfulness to our Mother Kundalini. We can say, Mother, thank you for my self-realization. Thank you for the connection to the all-pervading power. So say all this from your heart, sincerely, with the depth of the feeling that you have in your heart. Mother Kundalini, please give me a strong connection. So just bring your hand up above your seventh chakra and see where you feel these vibrations, Kundalini coming out the strongest. Keep your attention there. And if you may not feel that much with the right hand, just try it also with the left. Wherever you feel the strongest, keep your attention. Keep your hand there for a little while. And bring both your hands back. And let's just sit like this for a little while in silence, allowing or giving time to our Kundalini to purify us, to strengthen our connection. And if thoughts are coming, try and tell them not now. I'll think about that later, not now. You can open up your eyes now. And now we'll be watching an excerpt of Shri Mataji's talk from San Diego in 1985. I think she gave this talk. And she's talking about the manifestation of our collective consciousness and how when we feel the spirit in ourselves, we also start feeling it in other people. So keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands and try to stay in meditative state while listening.
The first power that you get is that your awareness becomes collectively conscious. That you can feel another person on your fingertips. That means you become absolutely aware. Like I went today to Mexico. And I could feel the whole country. I knew about it before, but my attention was not so deeply there. I could feel the whole country has a very bad left side problem. And the left side problem is affecting even this area. And the left side problem, you can feel it very clearly, that your left side becomes heavy and you feel the heat in all your centers. So you start feeling the atmosphere, the country, the people, an individual and yourself. So you know the problem of a particular place. I mean, you may not feel that much in the beginning. You may just feel yourself to begin with. Then you start feeling others. So thus the awareness grows more and more. In the central nervous system you start feeling the problems of other people, your own problems. But it is not that you feel them as something which is painful or troublesome, but you feel them as little heat or sometimes little pain, very little, as if you are recording it like a barometer. And when that happens, you want to get rid of it, as if they are your own problem. And if you know how to get rid of it, you can do it. That's what I was doing. And that's how I'm led. Something on the collective. If you are working on something, you want to finish the job. And then you want to attend to another. Don't want to leave something half done. For human beings, it is difficult in the beginning because from human awareness you are rising to superhumanness, or you can call it to super awareness, into a subtler awareness. So first the awareness is gross and then your awareness becomes subtler. But with that, you do not feel in any way uncomfortable or upset, because you become extremely powerful, such power of compassion that you don't feel anything, no pain, no problems. The illusions disappear completely. There's no more illusion in the mind. Like people say that when you face something, you are filled with greed or lust. But when your eyes become pure, there is no greed or lust. But what happens? That you start feeling the oneness with another thing, whatever it is, in a way that it is joy-giving. Like you see someone, an attractive person, there is no sensation of baser feelings for that person. But the sensation just disappears and you start feeling the joy of the creation of that person or the thing. Like in Mexico, people have made so many things with hand. If you watch them, you might think how much it will cost, what will be the price, who has made it. But if there is no thought, then you see something which looks very joyous, because you can feel the vibrations. And you know somebody has made it who might have been a realized soul, who might have been a very great devotee of God, might have been a person who must have thought that this is your creation, O God. Such a person might have made with that feeling which is to be gratified, and you feel that we should take it. The matter has only one capacity, that it gives joy in giving to others, so that you can express your happiness into it. So you become very subtly aware of the matter, that you start understanding the matter, what it means and what is the use of a particular thing. In the same way, when you meet people, new people, absolutely never known, you know what are their needs, what problems they have, on a wider scale, on a collective scale, and also you know one simple thing, that there are people in Mexico who are seeking God, who are to be helped, who are to be given something that they want. They may not be so much aware of it, but we become aware of them. And a kind of a rapport of a very subtle type is established. And you get attracted towards other people, not through any lust or greed or any purpose, but in oneness with the joy that they have within themselves. The joy of the Spirit. You look at them and you feel this person is such a wonderful person. How do you know? You start feeling the cool vibrations in your hand from that person. And you just enjoy that person for that person's sake, not for anything, whether poor, rich, good looking, bad looking, doesn't matter. You approach the spirit of another person because you have become the spirit. People talk of big things, of organizing peace missions, this mission, that mission, to create a better relationship. All relationships which are at a gross level create problems, because there is some sort of a lurking selfishness behind it. But once it becomes a spiritual relationship, you just enjoy the other person without getting into any discussion about what is your gain, what is you are going to achieve through going nearer to that personality. Thus you become the receiver of the joy, like a lake which is rippleless, which is absolutely quiet and looks like a mirror. It reflects all that is created round it completely and emits complete joy of the creation. In the same way, the heart, which is filled with the light of the Spirit, reflects the complete joy of the creation of another person. Whatever it has in a subtle way, you enjoy it. Then the time you don't see. You go beyond time. You go beyond time. You are not bothered about time. Everything has got a proper time. And you start understanding that this is the time it was to be. You don't become a slave of time. You don't become slave of any habits. You don't become slave of any temptations. But you enjoy the complete freedom of enjoying the joy.
So now we can close our eyes. We can open our hands with our palm facing the sky, and we can simply keep our attention on the heart, and we can let the joy of the Spirit, the light of the Spirit just settle nicely, and we just keep our attention there on the heart, and we just observe what we feel as we enter this silence. And as the music will start at some point, we can keep our eyes closed. We can stay in meditation and just try and see how deep we can go into connecting to our spirit and to this silence and joy within us.
Thank you so much, Emma. So after those soothing notes, we can just take our right hand and touch the top of our head again, just to keep our attention up there, and then bring the hand back down. And we just absorb the beautiful vibrations. Rendering us in a complete state of silence. So when we are up there in Sahasrara, when our attention is above our head, beyond all thoughts, in that present moment, we are really in our fort, that place of complete security, where nothing disturbs us. And in the center of our heart, in the center of our chest, the center heart chakra, again, the quality there is to establish that security within our being. So we're going to take our right hand and place it in the center of our chest, on our sternum bone. Our left hand will remain open on our lap. So our heart chakra, like Nika explained, it has 3 centers, the center, the left, and the right. And here in the sternum bone is where our sense of security is established within us. On a physical level, we know that the antibodies are created here until the age of 12. So even on a kind of physical, scientific level, this center is associated with our immunity. So it is the center of our security, like Nika said, our sense of courage and confidence in ourselves. And it is also here where we feel that protection that gives us that security. We feel the protective presence that makes us courageous, makes us confident. And that presence comes from like that motherly power within us. Apart from our Kundalini, this is really the center of our mother. And there is a Sanskrit sound, again, a sort of vibrational sound that we use to strengthen this center heart chakra. And that sound is Jagadamba. So we can have it on, thank you. So Jagadamba, and we can break that up. It's in Sanskrit. And Jaga means like the universe. And Amba is the mother. So it's like that universal mother that is also existing within us. And when we say this sound, it's like we evoke the presence of that universal mother inside our own being, and we strengthen the center heart chakra. So what we're going to do now is we're going to say this sound 12 times. Jagadamba, we're going to repeat 12 times. And at the beginning, we're going to say J 1 time, and then Jagadamba 12 times. We'll say it 4 times, then 4 times, then 4 times. And hopefully we will feel afterwards, maybe we might even register that our center heart feels a bit more settled or stronger. So we're going to do it together. We'll take a deep breath. We say it 12 times because each one of these chakras within us, they have a certain number of what we call like petals, and so the center heart chakra, or the heart chakra, has 12, and that's why when we say it 12 times, it has a special, more powerful sort of impact. So we're going to say J and then Jagadamba 12 times out loud all together. Jai Jagadamba, 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 Jagadamba. Jagadamba, 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 Jagadamba. And just register what you're feeling. Mother, please come into my center heart and establish the fearlessness within me, the complete sense of security, of confidence and courage. Please open my heart and give me a lion heart, a fearless, open, loving, generous lion heart that can expand to the whole world, an expansive heart. And talking about an expansive heart, let's move our right hand, or actually we can put the right hand down and take our left hand and place it on the right side of our chest, what we call the right heart. And like Nika beautifully explained, the right heart is associated with the Father, also with the sense of responsibility. And really what we want is to establish that Father figure within us, a balanced, noble figure within us, that responsible, caring sort of Father figure within each one of us, which gives us that sort of leadership quality, like a benevolent king. So Mother, please come into my right heart and establish those leadership qualities within me, that benevolence, that nobility, that sense of balanced responsibility, that expansive love that we spoke about, of a person who really cares about others and knows exactly, has the discretion of knowing how far to go in any situation. We'll take the left hand back down to our lap and take our right hand and place it on the left heart. So here, where our spirit resides, where that eternal flame of unconditional love exists, we just tune into it and feel its kind of eternal nurturing. It has that unending capacity to just love, to be joy, to be a witness, because it's not attached to anything at all. And it's really just in that state of spirit that we can give that unconditional love, because we expect really nothing in return. So Mother, please come into my left heart and let me feel the presence of my spirit. Let my spirit pervade my attention, so I am completely aware of my true nature, which is Sat Chitananda. Like Nika said, the truth, the Sat, the Chitta, the attention, and Ananda, the joy. And that's what I am. So just take a deep breath and allow our chest to expand and enjoy that presence of our spirit. And then take the hand up to the Sahasrara, to the top of our head. Press down and just slowly extend the hand above our head. And just let the Kundalini do all the work. We do nothing. Allow it to rise up with our hand. Feel its loving, giving nature that just wants to take us up there, where we go far beyond ourselves, and we feel the collective nature of our spirit. That is so expansive and completely dissolves into this power, this universal energy all around us. So just keep our attention high up above our head, bring the hand back down, and just enjoy that state of bliss without any effort. And if there's any disturbance to our attention, we can always raise the Kundalini up the central channel and bring it back up. Or we can simply say, I just surrender everything. I'm not going to be engaged in any reactions. I do nothing at all. And just be aware of your state, whether there are any thoughts or whether you are in that state of meditation. That state of complete registration of the present moment without any thoughts. So hopefully we've touched that place and we can slowly open our eyes. And then to finish off our meditation, again, we're going to raise our Kundalini and put a bandhan. So the left hand is rising and the right hand is winding over and out around the left. And above our head, we tie the knot. We do it 3 times for the 3 energy channels. The second time we tie 2 knots, and we can look at our hands as we're doing so. And then the third time we tie 3 knots. And then we'll do the bandhan. So the right hand comes over to the left hip and we draw that sort of horseshoe shape, that arc over and back again, and that's 1. And we'll do it 7 times for the 7 chakras. It's 2. So that's 3 for the nadi at the level of the stomach. That's 4 for the heart. And that's 5 for the vishuddhi at the level of the throat. 6 for the agya at the level of the forehead. And 7 for the sahasrara. So thank you very much. And back to you, Malika.
Thank you, Padwa. Thank you so much. I wish we could stay even longer in this incredible state of meditation. So we'll try to keep that. We'll try to keep this state as we move along. So thank you everyone for staying with us. There's a lot more coming. A few other things that we'd like to share with you. And as we were saying earlier, we'll have a Q&A afterwards so we can dive a bit deeper in tonight's topic. So just about tomorrow, we'll move on to the Vishuddhi chakra, which is located around the throat. And this is where we can strengthen our sense of self-respect, respect for others. It's also where we can feel this experience of being detached, the kind of detachment where in silence everything works out around us without us having to be aggressive or argue or all these things. And so, yeah, so this will be the topic for tomorrow. Now, about today, there is a handout that you can get on our website, specifically on the heart, with affirmations you can use for the left, right, and center heart. And this is very handy when you meditate, because if ever you feel some tingling, for instance, on the pinky here, as you can see on the handout, or directly on your heart, then you can use this and use the affirmations that corresponds to establishing the qualities of this chakra and removing, any tensions and obstacle, preventing it from really getting established, opening and manifesting its powers. So you also have the handout I see in the chat, in the Zoom. Otherwise, you can get it all on our website. So again, the session 1 is from February 1st to February 21st, every day for 3 weeks. So it's an incredible commitment and experience to really go deep. And again, doing it together is very special, very effective, way more than just meditating on your own. There's something that just is much more effective vibrationally to do it like this together. And then, I was a bit mistaken earlier when I talk about a 2-week break, but it's actually a 3.5-week break. So from February 22nd to March 15th. And after this break, we'll have basically a follow-up session. So a session 2 to go deeper. But during the break, as we said, please make sure you get in touch with a mentor. You get assigned a mentor. And like this, you can really deepen that experience, explore so much more about it, and do it, with someone that really allows you to ask questions, to meditate together, to simply exchange on the impact that Sahaja meditation is gradually having and that you're experiencing in your day-to-day life. So for the Going Deeper session, it's going to be every Mondays and every Wednesdays, and it's going to start on March 16th all the way till May 25th. And again, this is an incredible way to go deeper and experience it over a period of time where you really give yourself a chance to see the impact of meditation. And again, you don't need to meditate so long. You just need to do it every day regularly. Like when we do that, then we see the impact. It doesn't have to be long, but just regularity, like anything, will really bring all the magic and will really allow us to go deeper into it. So again, same link and 8 p.m. Now about the program resources, again, you can request a mentor. We have the link available here in the chat in the Zoom. Otherwise, you can also get it on the WhatsApp group. You can join the WhatsApp community from our website as well. So you can flash that QR code down there and you get access to the WhatsApp community, the resources, everything. So when you go on the website and you scroll down a little, then you can get access to all the recordings. You can access the WhatsApp group. You can still call all your friends, your family, whoever you think will benefit from this beautiful 21-day session to register and to join us every night and for the follow-up afterwards. It's okay if they haven't followed necessarily the first sessions. And here you can find the recordings, and then as well you will find the handouts about each session, which can be very useful to, gradually understand what's happening inside and everything that's available to strengthen this meditation and see how it impacts again your day-to-day. So that's for the website. Now, if you want to join a breakout room, you can go in the chat. So you can click on Zoom on the chat icon, and as you click there, you can look for the breakout room help person, and then you can simply type the language that you speak. So if I want to join a French session, I can type French. If I want to join an English session, I can type English, and then someone will assign you to a breakout room. And again, the idea is that there you can share and ask questions with a smaller group. You can also join, I think, directly the breakout rooms if you know how to do that, no problem. We should be covering most of the European languages, which is wonderful. And again, a good opportunity to simply, have a more one-on-one personalized experience. If you have any issues about this, please just, send us a message on the chat, and we have a whole team here ready to connect you to the right breakout room. Voilà, moving on. Now we can invite all the presenters of tonight's session to join us back, and we'll have a Q&A here in English. And I guess, I was thinking that tonight probably it was the first time for many of the people that join us that they could meditate on the heart, that they could really connect to the spirit. And that seems pretty special to be able for the first time to connect to, our true identity, who we truly are inside, and have that experience. And we know with meditation that before that we're very much, identified with our ego, our superego, the country we come from, our job, all these things, but we forget and we sometimes ignore who we actually are beneath all these layers that, we superficially add over ourselves. And I'd love to hear from you, what were the triggers in your own experience that allowed you to, for the first time, connect to your pure spirit, to feel this pure spirit? And how did it feel when you had that experience for the first time? Who would like to go first?
Well, I don't know if it was the first time, but it was a time when, so I started meditating and then I sort of stopped. I was a student and then I sort of stopped and then I came back. And when I came back, I was not in a very good vibrational state. I think I was just not very well within myself. And then when I meditated, it was a huge shift, completely different to my previous experiences, where I really felt a sort of homecoming. So that feeling like I revisited myself, and that I just felt like, wow, it's like I'm back to myself again. And it was such a comforting feeling. And I think it was just that registration of my spirit again that I had just lost in my whatever I was, lost in my mind. And it was so powerful. And I remember during that period, every time I sat down to meditate, it reestablished that feeling of like coming home and feeling really secure. So I think the security that you get through connecting with yourself is, for me, it was just so profound. It was such a powerful experience, and I didn't want to let go of that ever again after that. So that was for me, that was a very strong period of my life.
Beautiful. Thank you, Farwa. So yeah, really this feeling of coming home. Yeah, we hear that often when you connect to your spirit, you feel just you're getting home. That's beautiful. Anyone else? Nika, Emma, would you like to share about how it was for you to feel your spirit for the first time or to connect with it?
Yeah, I don't, I don't think it was something like that very dramatic, but it kind of gradually grew, of course, as I was starting. But I think for me was really the first time I got my self-realization. I think that's when I first time felt this as a special moment. And yeah, I never let go of it after that. But the spirit, the awareness of the spirit itself, this joy, I think it gradually spread. And I remember certain things, I just noticed after a few months. I was like, oh, this has really changed in my life. It was so gradual and gentle. So it wasn't like from like a one experience, but yeah.
Beautiful. It's like you wake up one day and you feel like, oh, actually, something really shifted.
Yeah, looking back, like, oh, that's not happening anymore in my life. So that was, yeah, my experience was gradual for sure, like growing deeper, experiencing that power, the strength of the spirit, more and more. That's a smooth, I think, still growing. In experience, in deepening the experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a never-ending journey. Thank you, Nika. What about you, Emma? Like, how was it for you when, I don't know, you first connected, you felt your spirit?
Well, I think like many people, when I started meditating, it was like, it's a bit like, babies, they get a special time where they're kind of innocent and they experience everything really strongly. I think I had a more powerful experience at the beginning when I started to meditate. It was more intense. And a little bit going back to what you were talking about at the very beginning of the program, how these things just start happening around you. So it's kind of, I think the way I was seeking, I would always kind of, oh, it's like coincidences. It's sort of, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, like kind of mentally thinking, oh, what does that mean? And then kind of then just becoming the witness of that, because like it's not like you projecting something and, oh, what does it mean? Mentally thinking about it. But I think somehow you just suddenly see all these things happening around you in as a very beautiful experience, and just kind of becoming the witness for that kind of yeah.
Beautiful. It's like, yeah, you finally connect with everything around
Yeah.
and things happen. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'd love to hear, yeah, more about this actually. Like once, you connect to your spirit, you have that experience. Any other like experiences, like, stories you have where you saw these coincidences happening? Because I know for me, for sure, when I really, started to meditate deep on into the heart, this thing that was really funny started happening, where anything you thought would take place. You would think something, and without saying anything to anyone, it would just come your way and just manifest. And I'd love to hear if you have like some of those experiences to share tonight, because to me, I feel like that's one of the most beautiful thing of the spirit. You feel so content and so much love inside, that natural detachment comes with it. And you realize once you're detached and you're just happy for nothing, which is that joy, that's bliss we were talking in that mantra, anything you think just keeps happening. Anything you just like project, whether you're aware of it or not, just comes your way. And I'd love to hear some of your experiences on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of one particular experience, but there were many. I just don't remember them all. But this is just a very small one, actually. I just came into my attention. But I remember we were just about to start these in-person meetings in Canterbury of this meditation. And I thought of someone that I didn't really know very well at all. But I remember thinking that there's someone that I feel would be interested in this. And I really did not know them, but it was weird how I saw them. I don't know if it was the same day or the very next day, but I think it was even the same day. And it was sort of uncanny. And I thought, that's so weird. I don't even know this person very well, but they kind of came into my attention, and there they were in front of me. So I was just like, you had to speak to them, because it's what a coincidence, right? And then they came along and all that. But it was those, I think I totally register what you're saying. Those coincidences happen quite a lot, and it is a thing that makes you think, this is so weird. You really feel like you're connected to this network in a different way. But yeah, that was one of those experiences where it feels like life just brought the person who was in my attention in front of me, even though I wasn't someone I saw for years, probably. But yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, it happens. And I think many of the people that meditated with us tonight, I'm sure they had those kind of experiences where you think of someone, or someone that person calls you, for instance, and you realize that this love again is that energy. And when that love is like really manifesting from the spirit, it just like sends that energy in a way that's like so efficient. And then things come your way. Any other stories you guys have around, this kind of like, I call them miracles, because they all feel like miracles, although it's like actually normal life. It should always be like that once we are the spirit.
I think
Go.
oh, it's just it was more, I think I went through a phase of always meeting the people in random places. So like I went through the phase of meeting. I mean, this is just, it's a little abstract, but it's like I would meet the same person. Like the first time I would be a bit surprised, but then after 4 or 5 times meeting them in totally different places around the city, just like I was like, oh, hello. It kind of wasn't so. It was just got used to it.
It's like, you can't plan it. You could never organize it.
Or even I think
It's being organized for you.
I think there was one fun thing. I mean, this does happen in life, but I just noticed that it happened more intensely, more constantly. But I think I was just going to a train or something, and I had a packet I needed to give to someone, but I didn't have time to give it them. And then it was weird. The bus just stopped, and actually, it was a lady who was going to one of the meditation programs. She was just there, and she wasn't going to the train. She was going to this other lady's house, so the person I was giving the gift to. So I literally, the bus stopped. I went out. I gave the the package I needed to give. I dropped back in the bus and went and got my train. It was kind of
Incredible.
it's pretty fun. This kind of thing.
Incredible. Yeah, it reminds me actually, I was traveling to Germany once and I literally lost a luggage in a train. Like I forgot it in the train. And 4 months later, and I told a friend there, I was like, if you hear of anything, can you please let me know? And literally 4 months later, I'm driving my car and I'm thinking, man, in that luggage, there's that really nice cream that my wife got me for Christmas. And that's a shame because, that was so thoughtful of her to get me this nice cream. And the second I thought of it, I get a text and it's my friend telling me, hey, I found your luggage. And the speed of that connection of you think of, that luggage, it's a shame because of that cream that was a nice gift. And then literally in the same 10 seconds, boom, you get the text telling you the luggage is here. It's something that keeps happening over and over and over and over again once you feel your spirit is really manifesting. And it's wonderful to see how we can dive into that new dimension through the spirit. And that's why I love to hear your stories, because you can see so much magic happening like that. So we have one person asking also a more practical question about how can you cleanse the heart chakra to have that experience of the spirit. We had a few techniques shared tonight. Can you guys tell a bit more about how to cleanse it?
Yeah. So give it time, first of all. It's not like from today to tomorrow, mostly. You can watch this video again, just meditate with it once we're on break, for example. And but you remember how we said, we always say when we talk about Kundalini or talk to her about clearing ourselves, we say to do it sincerely from your heart. So this is one of the things I would say, to watch your thoughts, watch your actions, try to be sincere to yourself, to what you do, to the actions that you do. And but in Sahaja Yoga, when you are raising your Kundalini, meditating, your heart will clear by itself. And it's just through meditation, it opens, all these blockages fall off. And yes, sometimes these things are piling up over a long period of time, so they will take a while to clear. And sometimes they are just something that just poofs away. And actually here I have my own one experience that I really remember about my heart, which was probably kind of not all right when I started. And I remember it was this one function we were, and there was Shri Mataji, so vibrations were really strong at that time. And after, and we performed some music to her. And after that, I remember I just felt like really like something, some shackles broke. And my heart felt completely different. I started crying and all that, emotions were pouring out, but it was so intense. And after that, I didn't have that anymore. So it's just how strongly your Kundalini can pass through and open your chakra. And it's a beautiful place to be, having a whole open chakra. So don't give up, give it some time. It definitely clears with meditation, with your Kundalini.
I find there's often like a 50-50, balance between the techniques you use in meditation, which you learn here. You learn all the techniques, the bandhas to clear the heart, the affirmations, all that. And the other 50% is what you do in your day-to-day. And that's very powerful if you want to really experience your chakra, because what we do is we meditate to establish love, But then in our day-to-day, we don't give love. We don't try to give love. We don't try to express love. And actually, for me, I had a massive shift in my life. When I went to India, I met some people that were incredible at giving love. It was like they were personified love. And then it was like, wait a minute, I'm going to try that in my day-to-day life. And then if you try and take every opportunity you have to actually give that love, then you use the heart chakra. And then it really starts manifesting because you do it with your attention. Now it's enlightened, you have a Kundalini, the chakra is actually functioning. And so when you try to give love consciously in any gesture, it's like you see someone, you want for them to have the best time possible. Do they want a glass of water? Do they want a cup of tea? Do they like something in particular? You go and get them for them. You just try to make the people around you as comfortable, as happy as possible with any physical gesture you can have, listening, talking, whatever it may be, but to try in the day-to-day to manifest the love. And when that is happening, then the heart chakra really starts to open. And for me, it was incredible because when I started to do this, I was in New York, I remember. I always tell the story. I was with Fabrizio, maybe you met him, he's from Switzerland. And we were having pizza in New York. And when we were done, I jumped on his tray to clear his tray. And he jumped on mine to clear my tray. And if you think about it, the action was the same as if I would take my tray and he would take his. But because I thought of him and he thought of me, the vibrations of love were so strong and it made us so happy that we felt completely elevated by a very simple gesture that we could have done for ourselves. But the attention had shifted and it was not like my food, my tray, whatever. It was like his food, his tray, what can I do for him? And that kind of gestures, if we try to have that every day in anything, then the heart can really manifest. And again, the result of that, and you see, I think the result of a heart that's functioning well is that detachment comes. You feel so happy from giving that love, so content that the detachment comes. And when the detachment comes and you want nothing no more because you're so happy and filled with love, that's when all your desires work out. Anything you think is going to work out because all your desires are out of love. I had this crazy story, guys, I always share, a last little one. Before I got married, I knew like, okay, I'm going to get married at some point. I want to get a beautiful ring for my wife. I had no money, nothing to like afford, like a diamond ring. And I wanted something huge because I wasn't thinking how much it's going to cost. Like Shri Mataji was saying, you just enjoy it. Oh, I'd love a beautiful big diamond ring because it's so beautiful. And I'd love for my wife to have that. And then literally when I was thinking of that, I have this amazing friend that calls me and says, Malik, I was thinking of you. I know you're looking for a ring. I had a ring for 20 years that my, aunt gave me when I got married. I never used it. I always knew it was for something. I want you to have it. And she gave me the biggest diamond ring you can think of. And that really taught me that, because it was a desire of love, it can manifest anything. Because it was just love. It was just this love for my future wife. I want to honor her. She's a goddess. She's a queen. I want a beautiful diamond for her. And just that thought itself had just love, nothing but love. It wasn't how much it cost, how am I going to get it, how much I have to work to afford it, nothing of that. And it dropped from the sky. And these kind of thoughts, they really manifest more and more and more when the whole attention is like, how much can I love? And I think we should, inspire each other to be like, we need to learn how to love because we don't know how to love often. Or we're shy to love. We're shy to give something to someone. And I think this is something that we need to also do in the day-to-day. So again, 50% we meditate on the heart to really, get in the best state possible. But then we use it. We have to use the chakras. And because it's awakened with the Kundalini, when we use it, it's very powerful. It's a power. It transforms, it creates, it organizes everything. So yeah, quick thing also about, I think cleansing is using it.
Inspirational, yeah. Beautiful story. I also just wanted to add that also sometimes music, like music, dancing, it also helps clearing. It just kind of, you just shake it off. You shake off whatever is clinging onto you. I find that helpful. But Alex was even better. Using your heart to just give love, and like generosity, when you give, it's like what you get back is a million times more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because also it's connected to the center heart, right? And it's like the center heart you were saying, it's about, security, self-confidence, it's courage. And to give love, we need a bit of courage also. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to also, work on the center heart to then have the courage to just express a bit more love. Because in some cultures, I know in France, it's not something so natural for people to give love, And
Yeah, same in England.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like you need a bit of courage to then get out of your comfort zone a bit and try to give a bit more love in there. And it's everywhere. I see, like, where I go and get my coffee here, you connect to the people. I know every time we go, we get so many free coffees, free pastries, free everything, because you connect to people, you want to love them. And it's so nice because it creates an atmosphere that there's so much love that it just flows beautifully. And sometimes it's that also. It's like, let me have the courage to try and connect with that person and be like, hey, what's going on with your life? What's happening? Where you from? You have brothers, sisters. Shimaji would do that actually a lot. She would never talk about spirituality first. She would speak to the person. What job do you do? Do you have a family? What's going on? To really get to connect to the person.
Well, I've learned a lot. Thank you. That was great.
Oh, I'm so happy we are talking about, it's my favorite topic in the universe, guys. Best topic. The heart is just, connecting to the spirit and exploring it is just so fun. It's just so much fun. It's so wonderful. So anyways, it's 9:40. We had a nice session. I want to thank again very much Nika and Fadwa for the beautiful meditation, Emma for your incredible divine music, which got us so deep. The entire team behind that's working tirelessly in the breakout rooms, in the technical aspects of managing these sessions. So thank you so much. We are waiting for you tomorrow, same time, and we'll go even higher into the Vishuddhi, which has also beautiful powers, beautiful things to explore. So thank you guys again so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.